Layla loved spending time with her grandfather, and they would participate in many activities together. One of their favorite activities was to go fishing on the banks of the river near their home. She considered it an enjoyable and useful experience at the same time. One day, Layla and her grandfather decided to go out fishing. Layla put on her comfortable clothes and prepared a small box to put the fish in. Her grandfather also prepared a rod and bait for fishing. They reached the quiet banks of the river and sat on the green grass next to the running water. Trees were waving their leaves and birds were singing in the distance. The landscape was stunning and soothing. They started throwing the hook into the water. Her grandfather taught her how to control a rod and how to use bait properly to attract fish. Layla was excited to learn all these new things. The wading began, and they talked about life, nature, and their past adventures. Her grandfather would tell Layla stories about fishing in his youth and how it was a fun experience to connect with nature and achieve patience and focus. Time passed and the rod showed no vibration. Layla was a little worried, but her grandfather advised her to be patient and be patient. Fishing requires patience, relaxation, and sometimes it takes time to attract fish. Suddenly, Layla felt a slight tremor on the hook. Something was pulling her gently. She waited for an appropriate moment and then gently pulled the hook. Beautiful little fish appeared at the end of the rod. Layla was filled with joy and enthusiasm. Layla enjoyed fishing and her grandfather encouraged her and praised her for her skill. They decided to release the baby fish back into the water, where they continued to grow and live a normal life. Enjoyable and quiet hours passed, and Layla spent them fishing with her grandfather. They caught many fish and enjoyed the beautiful scenery and tranquility surrounding them. After that, they decided to go home happily and with good memories. From that day on, fishing became a regular activity for Layla and her grandfather. They would go out together every chance they could to enjoy nature and fishing. Layla did not miss the opportunity to develop her fishing skills and learn more about marine life. Every visit to the riverbanks was a new and exciting adventure. Layla learned how to handle different types of fish and respect their surrounding environment. She also benefited from the quality time she spent with her grandfather, where they exchanged stories and knowledge and strengthened their deep bond. In this way, Layla's personality grew and she became more confident in herself and her abilities. I also realized the importance of patience and focus in achieving goals. She also knew that nature held so much beauty and wisdom that could be gleaned from it. Thus, the story of Layla and her grandfather fishing on the banks of the river ended. It was a fun and rewarding experience for the young girl, as she enjoyed time with her grandfather and discovered a new world of nature, patience, and creativity. Those moments become unforgettable memories that combine love, adventure, and learning.